Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Well, it may sound like a broken record, but clear skies, 57 degrees on the barn thermometer, absolutely beautiful for an October day as harvest rolls on. A lot of folks in the immediate area trying to get wheat in the ground. We should hopefully finish up with soybeans today and move on to getting some weed sprayed, manure applied and incorporated, and get the wheat in the ground here as well. A couple quick calendar reminders. Tune in on Thursday as the Ohio Field Leader Roadshow heads to Northeast Ohio and Stark County, the farm of Matt Spielman. The Ohio Field Leader is a project of the Ohio Soybean Council and Soybean Checkoff. Then on Friday, powered by Soy Biodiesel, Dale talks all things biodiesel with Jordan Davidson, Fleet Superintendent for the Franklin County Engineers Office. And then coming up next week on Monday, an update with Talc USA. That's a Brandt company who designs products to enhance crop performance for both corn and soybeans. I'm visiting today with Wendy Osborne. She is Director of Market Development with the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association. Wendy, thanks so much for your time. You've been a busy lady as trade probably now is as important as it's ever been in both the corn industry and the wheat industry, with market prices seemingly low compared to how they have been with trend lines and just the need for those new opportunities out there. Talk a little bit about the work that Ohio Corn and Wheat does.
We had a trade mission here, the trade delegates that came over from the Philippines here last week. And so we tried to highlight those three things: that we have a huge supply of corn, we're competitively priced. The other thing that we try to highlight is that supply chain. Many of these countries overseas don't have storage. They don't have a huge supply on hand. The Philippines specifically, because they have a hot, humid climate, they don't have a lot of storage. And so the transportation and making sure those shipments get to the Philippines on time and that we're a reliable source of corn is critical for them, and making sure that they have the feed to feed their livestock, specifically the pork and poultry industry over there in the Philippines.
That's interesting. Something that a lot of American farmers probably don't think a lot is the change in the climate and how that impacts their ability to store grain domestically. My guest again today is Wendy Osborne. She is Director for Market Development with the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association. Let's take a look now at your Wednesday weather forecast brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com.
Sunny, warm, and dry for the balance of today and honestly the rest of this week. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update here for you in Ohio. I'm not looking at any major changes nearby, but there are going to be some changes to the weather pattern coming over the weekend and into early next week. I think we have to, first of all, watch for some hit-and-miss scattered rain shower activity starting Saturday midday in northwest Ohio, and then on again, off again moisture through a Sunday as cold air dives southward out of the Great Lakes. Then for next week, Monday through Wednesday, we are chilly. Quite chilly here. I don't think we see a lot of moisture, but drying will be slower. I think we may end up shifting to corn in a lot of areas on harvest. Frost and freeze is in here for the first part of next week, and then we warm up the second half. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more after this.
Did you know soybeans' #1 customer is animal agriculture? That includes Ohio's beef farms. Research from the Soy Checkoff found that U.S. beef operations use over 1.3 million tons of soybean meal every year. That's the meal from about 55 million bushels of U.S. soybeans. Essential protein, energy, and amino acids. High-quality feed for heart-healthy beef. Soybeans, feeding the industry that feeds us. Brought to you by Ohio's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Hi everyone, this is Dale Minio from the Ohio AgNet. For a quarter of a century, I powered my truck with biodiesel, traveling the state promoting agriculture. Biodiesel is a reliable, high-performance fuel that works in any diesel engine without modification. The best part is that with every mile driven, I'm fueling the economy, doing good for the environment, and supporting soybean farmers. Learn how using biodiesel can add value to every bushel of soybeans grown at soyohio.org.
Let's get an analysis on today's markets from Leist Mercantile. This update brought to us by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
I'm Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, providing your midweek fundamentals. This week we have another USDA report coming out on Friday. On it, we will have our updated supply and demand estimates. According to Reuters, who surveyed the industry, we are seeing an average analyst guess of a corn yield at 183.4 bushels per acre, which will lead to a slightly lower carryout, which is guessed at 1.962 billion bushels. On soybeans, we're seeing an average trade guess of 53.1 bushels per acre, with a slightly lower carryout of 549 million bushels. Please visit our website, lifemercantile.com, to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
Thanks, Ryan. Let's take a look now at the market numbers on the Chicago Board of Trade, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. December corn is trading up a half a penny at $4.21 1/4. November soybeans down a penny and a quarter at $10.15, and wheat for December trading up 4 cents at $5.98 3/4. July 25 wheat up 3 3/4 at $6.42 1/4. October live cattle trading up 7.5 cents today, $188.55. October lean hogs down 25 cents at $83.87 1/2, and November feeder cattle down 35 cents, $249.95. Class 3 milk for November is up 13, $21.26. This is the Ohio AgNet.